Right guys, this is an Addicted Gamer, and this is going to be a Let's Play of Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest for the NES. And this is going to be my first ever Let's Play of a game which I've already completed. Cause I bought this for the off the Wii store, well, for the Nintendo Wii, obviously. So I bought that a while back, and I've completed it like 2 or 3 times since then. So you know. This might be, this Let's Play might not be as good as the other one, since, you know, it's easier to think of stuff to talk about, basically. Since you don't know what's coming up, and you can give your first time reactions. Anyways, let's see, stories. So for the story of the game, for those of you who care, which I'm not quite sure if much of you do, but anyway, for those of you who care and don't know, this game takes place 7 years after the first game. And basically during the battle at the end of the first game, so Dracula has he basically cursed Simon Belmont, and now Simon wants to obviously try and lift the curse. To do this, he has to collect Dracula's 5 body parts, which have been scattered throughout 5 mansions. So you've got to collect the 5 body parts and burn them, and then fight Dracula for the final time, and that's it. So the basic aim of the game is to go around and find the 5 mansions, and obviously within the mansions you're going to have to find the 5 body parts, and there. So basically you just got to collect them. I'm not quite sure what the general opinion of this game is. I haven't really had a look around online or anything to see what the general opinion is on this game. Like, I know James Rolfe he doesn't hate it. I know James Rolfe, the angry video game nerd, doesn't like it. But I don't know. Personally, I like it. Like I said, I don't know what the general opinion is of this game, but I kind of like it. Like I found it really fun. And for those of you who haven't played this game or who aren't familiar with it, I guess I should be explaining what I'm doing here. So as you can see, this is quite different from the first game in a sense that it's like a free roam. While the first game was like linear and you just follow the path through the castle, with this is more of a free roam game. You gotta go like around exploring towns and stuff. So at the moment I'm just collecting hearts, which you need. In this game they act as currency. Like in the first game you use them as ammo for your power-ups, but in this case you use them as currency to buy stuff like whips and weapons and items and stuff like that. And yeah, so right now I'm just farming for hearts, which you get the hearts from killing enemies, as you can see. And all I need is 100 hearts, which I have now. 100 hearts to buy the weapons I need. Well, not weapons, items. But unfortunately the stores are closed at night time, so I'm gonna have to wait for it to go back to daytime. But in the meantime I might as well farm for more hearts. Like, I understand why some people would dislike this game. For example, when it changes from day to night, you've got to wait like 5 or 10 seconds for that little dialogue box to come up telling you that it's changed to day and night. That's like really annoying, since it happens like every 10 minutes, and there's no way to skip it as well. So I don't really see what the hell they were thinking when they made this game. Like, don't get me wrong, I still think this is an awesome game. I find it a lot of fun, but of course it has a few things about it which really suck. And also it's like really boring, kind of boring, just having to kill these enemies over and over again. It's just really tedious to collect all the hearts. And it's even more annoying, like, if you lose, you have 3 lives. If you lose all 3 lives, you lose all your hearts as well. So all your hard work is gone, and you've got to get all the hearts all over again, which is really annoying. Like, say you just get enough hearts to buy whatever item you need, and then you die. It's just pretty frustrating having to, collect them all over again. And hopefully you should be going back to daytime anytime soon. since it's been nighttime for quite a while. 156 hearts, not bad. And for you, you know, newbies to Castlevania as well, the enemies are tougher at night. Like, they require more hits to die. But on the plus side, they drop more hearts, so that's not so bad, I guess. And I haven't uploaded a video for like 3 weeks, or at least at the time that I'm recording this, since it might take me a while to upload the first part. But yeah, I haven't uploaded a video for like 3 weeks, so thought I might as well do this right now. I should be going to daytime anytime now. And that theme tune, you know, the song that's playing in the background right now, if I remember right, it's called Bloody Tears. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Like, everyone seems to be crazy about this song. Oh, here we go. See, this is annoying because you can't even skip this. Which is like, I don't see why you can't. And even then you gotta wait for the transition, which takes a little while. Okay, 186 hearts, so we have more than enough stuff to buy the items we need. Which will be the white crystal. This allows you to see certain blocks. And in here you can buy the holy water, which is used to destroy fake blocks and reveal fake blocks. You'll see what I mean later. Okay, so let's just select them. There we go. Oh yeah, the hearts also act as ammo for your power-ups as well as currency. And another thing that sucks about this game is the hints. So this guy just says a flame is on top of the 6th tree in Dennis Woods. And I'm pretty sure there's nothing, well, I don't know where Dennis Woods is, but I'm pretty sure there's nothing of interest there. For example, he says clues to Dracula's riddle are in the town of Veros. I'm pretty sure there isn't. It's just like, yeah, this game, it isn't hard, like, in combat wise. So if you're, you know, if you like watching these videos to see me get frustrated, which I got pretty frustrated while completing the first Castlevania game, so you might be a bit disappointed that I probably won't be getting frustrated while playing this, since it's like really easy combat wise. It's probably the easiest Castlevania game, but trying to figure out where you're supposed to go, that's another matter. Like, in that sense, this game is very, very difficult, because the secret, you know, where you gotta go, it's just, oh yeah, and also if you get enough hearts, you like level up, so it's kind of like an RPG. So you just saw my health like went back up. I think it increased the amount of health points you have. Yeah, so what was I saying now? Oh yeah, so this game is just hard in a sense of trying to figure out where you're supposed to go. Like, I would say it's literally impossible to complete without a walkthrough or a guide. And of course, when I completed this on the Wii store, I used a guide from the internet to complete it. Just trust me, this is insanely difficult to complete without a guide, if not impossible. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was impossible. I mean, how could anyone possibly complete this game without a guide? I'm 100% sure it's impossible. We need 150 hearts. I only have 104, so okay, I think it's back to normal. My laptop, the footage was like freezing up there, so you might miss like 5 seconds of footage there. Oh yeah, that's what sucks about the HDP VR. Hold on, I'll get into that a bit later on, but yeah, like, you know, farming for hearts is kind of fun at first, but it does drag on for, you know, quite a while, a bit too long, so it does get tedious towards the end. So in this case, I need 150 hearts to buy the chain whip, which is in the next town. Okay, someone just walked in my room just then. Anyway, so I need 150 hearts to buy the chain whip, which is a whip upgrade. So the whip does more damage and it's longer. In the first town there was the thorn whip, which only costs like 100 hearts, but it's not worth buying because the chain whip is in the next town, like right over, so it's not worth the time and effort to get all the hearts for it. Okay, I hate that purple stuff. So for those of you who don't know, I use the HDP VR to record. like that's why I record for my. Oh, hang on, my cat wants to go out the room. Oh, great. This isn't good, people. So now, this is the sort of stuff which sucks about the game. I can't remember what I was talking about. I have to just let my cat in my room. Anyway, like, stuff like this really sucks. For example, I was pretty close, as you can see. I have 128 hearts. I was pretty close to getting 150 hearts. And now it's nighttime. Why is that such a big deal? Well, at night, I don't think I mentioned this earlier, but at nighttime the stores are closed. So now I'm gonna have to waste the night farming for even more hearts. Well, I guess it's useful in the long run, because then I can use the hearts I collect. Like, you know, obviously at the end, yeah, see, I already have over 150 hearts. So, you know, I can use these to buy, you know, so I can basically use them to buy other items which I'll need in the future, so it saves me farming for more hearts in the future. So I guess it's kind of good, but it doesn't change the fact I'm gonna have to tediously wait for ages to be able to advance. I could go to the mansion right now, but I would prefer to get a chain whip first, since obviously that'll increase my chances of not dying. And of course, well, you know, like I just said, this will save me having to farm for hearts in the future. But on the, you know, on the bad side of this, I might die before I even get to spend the rest of the hearts. I might die 3 times and get game over before I get the chance to spend the rest of the hearts. And of course that's gonna suck, because that means I just wasted all this time. So the moral of the story is, don't die 3 times. And if you get game over, the only thing that happens is that you lose your hearts. You don't lose your items. You lose your hearts, but like, that's it. You get to keep all your items, thank God. And you start off right where you died. But of course you lose all your hearts, so all your hard work is wasted. If you had any hearts to begin with, that is. See, 216 hearts. I have enough money to buy the dagger and the chain whip, which is in the next town. Then I'll need to make sure I have another 50 hearts to buy the oak stake from the mansion, which you'll need to advance in the game. I'll explain what that is later for you newbies. And I'd just like to say something about the HD PVR. That's why I used to record my, you know, video game footage. And then I use the microphone to record my voice, but whatever. Anyway, I use the HD PVR to record the game footage. And it's like, it's mainly intended to like record the, you know, Blu-ray players, PS3, Xbox 360s, you know, stuff like that. Like, that's 1080, that's full HD. But then, if I'm not mistaken, the NES and SNES, I think they're 240. Don't quote me on that, but I think they're 240. Anyway, so the HD PVR can record the PS3 and Xbox 360s. And I'm sure it can record the Wii fine too, but I haven't tried that yet. Anyway, it can record the PS3 and Xbox 360 fine. You know, but when it comes to the NES, which is 240, it is pretty bad at recording it, because sometimes, well, for starters, the audio drifts, let's say that. What I mean by that is, like, the audio doesn't keep up with the video footage, so like one moves too fast for the other. So when I'm editing this together, I have to, every 5 minutes, I've got to make a cut in the audio track and then move it over a little bit. So then it's like in sync with the video footage, and that's like really tedious. I mean, editing my NES Let's Plays together, it's just so tedious having to do that. Like every 5 minutes in the video, I've got to make a splice in the audio and then move it over a bit so the, you know, it's in sync. So if you've noticed the like audio not matching up to the video footage sometimes, that's because of the audio drift thing, and it's such a pain in the arse to edit together. And also sometimes it's like it happened earlier on where the footage kind of like freezes and the HD PVR stops recording for like 10 seconds. And that makes it even more awkward to fix the audio drift. Here we go. So like basically it's kind of weird how the HD PVR can handle HD flawlessly, you know, it's perfect. Yeah, stuff like this is kind of weird as well. It's like, how are you supposed to figure this out? It's just like, just luck, having to figure out the, you know, fake block for it. Okay, so this is where we buy the dagger, I think, for 50 hearts. And yes, it is. Yeah, so it's kind of weird how the HD PVR can record HD, you know, PS3's, Xbox 360's perfectly fine. Oh yeah, it records my PS2 fine as well. I tried that, and it's fine with that. So it can record PS2s, PS3s, Xbox 360s, etc. Perfectly fine. But when it comes to NES, it's just too much for it to handle, and it just messes up. Like, the audio drift thing is really annoying to edit, you know, to fix. So that's just one thing I hate about the NES Let's Plays, editing it together, because it takes so long. Okay, so another secret, and this is where we buy the chain whip for 150 hearts. It's kind of tedious having to walk down all those stairs as well. That's another annoying thing. So here we go, the chain whip. As you can see, it looks pretty badass. Much longer and a bit more colourful. I am thinking about buying a crappy capture card, like a Dazzle. Like, don't get me wrong, I haven't used one before, so maybe they're not crappy. You know, I guess they're alright. You know, so I might buy that and solely use that to record NES footage, so then I won't have to edit together the audio drift. And this is where we get healed, by the way, in the church. That's the only way to get healed. And there's like a church in almost every town, if I remember right. See what clues and hints these townspeople have. Clues to Dracula's riddle are in the town of Alba. Okay. I bet he's in the same. You look pale, my son. You must rest in the church. Okay, that's kind of useful, I guess, for those of, you know, for the people who aren't aware that church heals you. So what he says, a rib can shield you from evil. Okay, that actually makes sense. You get the rib in a minute. That's the first body part you get of Dracula, is in the first mansion, and that allows you to deflect enemy fireballs. So I guess that makes sense. But the thing is, most of the townspeople, they just lie. What they say to you is lie. Like, for this game, because it's such a hard game to do, like trying to figure out where you're supposed to go is so hard and impossible to do without a guide. So like, you'd think the townspeople would offer you useful hints, or, you know. So you remember what I said earlier about the HD PVR glitching up and sometimes it like freezes? Yeah, it just happened. So you might have missed like 10 seconds, but I tried to, as soon as I noticed, I looked at my laptop and noticed the footage was freezing up, I paused the game. So I don't think you missed anything. Like, a lot of the time I make sure I look at my laptop while playing, which is kind of distracting, but I always do that to make sure, well, at least to try and make sure I catch it freezing, so then I pause